Hi, this is Josh Clark with this week's episode of Be Your Best. Today we're here to talk about the simple things. Too often in life, we go through life thinking that if only we knew the magic formula, if only we knew the secret that others know, our life would be different. Our relationships would be different. We'd have success. Yet this past weekend, I was reading a book and I just had to stop and consider and be reminded that really success in any area of our life, for the most part, comes down to the simple things. But they're so simple, it's easy not to do, right? Speaking of simple things, consider three simple words. I love you. But yet they're not just simple, they're profound to the 50-year-old man who has never heard his mother say, I love you. And yet on his 50th birthday, for the first time, he heard his mom say, son, I love you. See, it changed everything. He had waited all his life to hear those words. Yet you and I, too often, we can take these simple things for granted. But yet when we come to a funeral, we walk around thinking, I wonder if that person knew how much I loved them. I wonder if that person knew how much I appreciated them. Speaking of simple things, enthusiasm. We've all heard that your attitude determines your altitude, but yet it's easy to do nothing about it. But yet if you choose to act enthusiastic, notice choose, a choice, not a feeling, then the results come, the feelings come down the road. But regardless, you can choose to act enthusiastic, and it will have huge implications, huge impact on the success in your life, both at work and relationships. Consider fitness and health. I'll never forget my brother challenged us over a year ago, all of us siblings. He said, hey, let's download GroupMe app and let's hold each other accountable to work out at least 3 times a week. And if we don't, then we owe $10 for each workout that we missed and we throw it into a kitty. Well, prior to this, you might be surprised to know that, yes, I was consistent at times, at periods of times at exercise, but then I'd also go through periods of time where I was inconsistent, where I just fall off the bandwagon. Now, I had plenty of reasons. I'm very busy. I have 6 children. Well, you got to put your family first. But these were just excuses. And yet after that simple app we downloaded, and the accountability, guess how many weeks I've missed of working out at least 3 times a week? 0. Now, the point isn't perfection. The point is, regardless of perfection, it would have been a huge improvement over the past. Simple things. Consider sales. In order to succeed in business, you have to move a product or service to the marketplace. It requires sales. Now, to be successful in sales, you have to track your results. If you want long-term success in sales, you got to track your results. Yet it's easy to do. It's easy not to do. I remember, speaking of simple things, a very successful mentor in my life, and he pulled me aside and he shared with me. He said, Josh, success, for the most part, comes down to simple things. He said, it's not some magical 5-step formula. He said that gurus would have you think that, hey, if you pay this large sum of money, I'll disclose the secret. He said, personal development's changed my life. He said, but for the most part, it's about the simple things. See, isn't that encouraging? That's the key to success, the simple things. Consider the person who takes 5 minutes to prioritize his following day. The night before, he spends 5 minutes writing down the things that he must do, the 6 priorities, come hook or crook, that he's going to get done. Now, if the following day you were to track him alongside someone else who's equally busy, they'd both look very, very busy, but yet at the end of the day, at the end of 3 especially, and 5 years, they'd be on entirely different planes. Why? Because of the simple things. You see, because of the 80-20 rule. The 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. And so one person is being proactive, the other is reactive. It's just responding. All the difference in the world, the simple things. Consider 15 minutes a day of personal development. One person does it, one person doesn't. Because of the law of accumulated effect, they're in entirely different places 3 to 5 years down the road. Consider devotion. For me, at least 15 minutes of devotion, reading in the scriptures, is key for me, because it's like a mirror to help me see where I need to be a better father, a better husband, a better friend, a better sibling. I'm encouraged, I'm provoked, I'm challenged. But it's simple. Yet, if I don't do it, it'll have profound implications. And so here's my challenge to you. As you're listening to this, as you're watching this, you're already thinking of simple things that but you just need to do. Now I want to challenge you to pick up the phone, ask somebody to hold you accountable for the next 7 days, month, better yet, 90 days. And I tell you what, it'll change your life. Now, if this video has encouraged you, I want to ask you, will you take a moment to share it with others? And together we can be a catalyst to change the world, one person at a time. Now, to view other episodes like this, you can go to my podcast on iTunes or download it on Google Play. Now, let's go out there and make it an awesome day and an awesome week. God bless.